Hello guys, today we will learn how to perform delete operation in Laravel 9 with Vue JS 3. As you know that in previous two videos we have covered create, read and update operations, and today we need to perform the delete operation, right? And besides this, I will perform the delete operation in such a way that you will also be able to learn how to emit and listen an event in Vue.js. So you will learn two things today: delete operation and firing an event and listening an event in Vue.js 3. Okay, let's start. Let's go to the task component. Okay, if you have followed the previous two videos or lectures, you can see we already have the delete operation. Okay, and here we just need to add a function click event. Okay, on click event we need to fire a function. Okay, delete, and first we will not delete a task until we confirm it, so delete confirmation, and we need to pass the task which we want to delete, so we can access this task and then pass it on to the server for deletion, right? Same as we did for the edit button you see in the previous tutorial. Okay, let's define this method delete confirmation, right? Go down in towards the methods. Okay, delete confirmation parameters task. Okay, and for delete we will set the id which we are receiving through the parameter, which is task.id, and title. Task. Okay, and now we need to create another component. Okay, we will name it delete delete component. Dot vue, right? And in the delete component dot vue we will just copy and paste a simple bootstrap delete confirmation model. Okay, you can use any bootstrap delete confirmation model of your choice. To save the time, I will just copy it. As you know that in all Vue files we need to use the template tag. So here is the template starting and here is the template ending, and this is the bootstrap 5 delete confirmation sample model. Okay, I will zoom it out so you can see. So here the container is starting. Okay, and here the model is starting. Here is the model body, and then we have two button in the model footer. Okay, cancel and delete task button, right? And okay, the next step is we will register the delete component as we registered the other components. So just copy it, and now we need will register the delete components. Let's type in register delete component globally. If we register our components in app.js, we can access them globally. Okay, import, and here we need to change it to delete component, and then here we need to, this is the delete component file path. Okay, uh, let's delete component, the right, and here, and tag should be delete component. This tag will, now we will use, okay, to include this include the delete component in our main component, which is task component.vue file, where we have defined all our Vue code. So we can include it on our in our main component like this v, and okay, yeah, that's fine. And now let's see on the front end. Okay, now once we click delete, yeah, we can see, are you sure that you want to delete this task? But we would like to see the task title here, so the user can see which task he is going to delete. Okay, otherwise he will not be sure about which task this is. Okay, so what we will do is, we need to uh, pass here the title using the props. You know about the props in Vue JS. If you don't know, you can see the documentation in props. So if we need to pass something to the another component in Vue JS, we do it. Props are similar like parameters. As we pass parameters in PHP, we need to pass data to other components using props. So first, we also need to define a script in the delete component. Okay, let's define the script here. Or default, okay, and here we will, here we need to define the props which we want to receive. So we want to receive title as a prop in this component, right? And are you sure you want to delete this task named as, and here we will access the title, and this title we will pass from the main component to this delete component, which is a child component in the task component. Okay, so now we come to the task component, and here we will pass it like this. We will use, in fact, the vbind property, because this is dynamic. Vbind title task data dot title, right? And now we will be able to see the task title once we click the delete button. Yeah, here it is. Are you sure that you want to delete this task named as first task edit? That's looks great now. Okay, what we can do is, we can also put, maybe let's see if it works or not. Yeah, now it looks better, right? And the next thing is, we need to define the destroy function to delete the task in the task controller, right? So let's do it. Like we already have parameter in the task, so it will be very simple. Dollar task. So we will be receiving the task here in the parameter, and we just need to perform a delete. If it's successful, task deleted, and J success code 200. Okay, that's it. And next step is we need to emit an event here. Okay, so we'll be writing the delete. Let's define the delete method here. This was the delete confirmation. Okay, when this is called, we set the data id and data title, and a bootstrap pop-up is shown. And that once we click the task delete button, then another method will be called. Now we will define uh, that method. Okay, so delete task. We need to make the XCS. We need to make the HTTP request, delete request using the XCS. We will, to save the time, we will just copy the code from the update task which we already wrote. Okay, hopefully you have already watched the previous two tutorials and you understand how we make the HTTP request using XCS. Okay, uh, this was for updates, so, but here we need to make the delete request. Okay, keep in mind we are using the resource controller to make a delete request. Okay, and I think we don't this need this. Okay, and if the server returns a successful response, and if response dot status is 200, then we need to reset the task data id. You know, uh, when we take the delete confirmation, we are setting the task id data id, so we need to empty them again. Okay, and we don't need to this. And this dot success message, we need to change it to task has been deleted successfully. Okay, and let's keep it. Okay, I think that's here. Keep it here, because once the tasks deleted, we need to refresh the tasks, so this function will get the tasks again from the server, right? This dot get task, it is calling the function to retrieve the all the tasks from the server. The reason is we have deleted the task, and now we need to refresh the task list, right? And yeah, I think we are done with it. Yeah, now the problem is uh, over delete button is here, and over delete task function is in the main component, I mean in the task component dot vue. Okay, and delete component we have included in the task component as a child component. Okay, so the thing is we can't access the delete task in the delete component directly, but our delete button is here. So what we can do is we can emit an event, okay, from the child component, and then we can listen this event in the task component. And when we will listen this event, we will call this function. As soon as the task component listens that event has happened, we will call this function. Okay, let's do that. So we will go here. Okay, and here we will define a method. Okay, okay, let's define a method called event handler. Okay, and here this is how we emit the event in Vue JS. Okay, delete task. This is the event we will emit. Okay, and we need to call this event here. Okay, so once the user clicks delete task button, so on click we need to call this function event handler we just created. Okay, as soon as we click this button, this event handler will emit the event, right? And now we, right, let's see everything. Yeah, right, now we need to listen this event in the task component. Okay, user, here we have included the our child component in the main component. Okay, here is our delete component, and now we need to listen uh, the event here. So at delete, we need to listen it right here. Okay, so in the child component we are emitting this event. Okay, and we will listen it here. Once the main component listen this event, we can call the delete task function here. Okay, and in the delete task, let's see everything is fine. Yeah, so let's refresh it, and let's try to click uh, delete this first task edit. Okay, here it is. Or you should, yeah, do want to delete this task named as first task edit. So this is the second row. Something has gone wrong, and the task has not been deleted. Let's check what's wrong here. This dot emit is not a function. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay, I got it. We have missed the dollar sign here. Okay, we need to put that this dot dollar emit, right? And then we need to listen it. Okay, let's see. And now refresh it. Let's see how things work for us. Okay, let's delete this task. Okay, let's see what's the response. Call to undefined function. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay guys, the problem here is we have missed this arrow key here, right? Now let's check. Okay, okay, task has been deleted, as you can see the message, but the problem is the bootstrap model did not close automatically. So we will, in the delete component, I have not included jQuery in my project, so I will write the, okay, let's, yeah, I have already written the code. So document that get element ID, and here close model. Okay, close model is basically the ID of cancel button here. Okay, here. So once the user clicks the delete task button, after that it will also close the bootstrap delete confirmation model. Okay, let's create a new task first and then delete it. New, anyway, let's delete this one. Okay, here, are you sure you want to delete this task? Yes, and here we are. Let's delete all the tasks. Yeah, it's working fine, and we are done. Now our CRUD functionality has completed. Have a nice day, and please subscribe if you like my tutorial.